So we are closing in on the end of fall and we're still drying out our herbs, and today I thought I'd show you guys a much easier way to get all your herbs dried out and cured with a little bit of moisture left in them. So today we're working on our pineapple sage. This is about 15 foot around, about 5 foot tall, 5.5 foot tall. Anyway, every entire branch on this bush has a bee. It's all kind of different bees too. But we got to be careful when we come in here and cut, because these guys don't like to just leave and go to the next bush. They'll fight you for it. But anyway, I'm going to show you how we cut some of this down, how we do try to overwinter it, which this stuff still has not successfully overwintered. So we always start with a new plant. But anyway, we want to start at the bottom of the bush and go all the way up the tip and find where the brown meets the green. When the brown stops and the green starts, then that's where we'll cut, and we'll keep the green, all the buds, the leaves, and everything for soap. The rest of it will get sold by the pound. With this pineapple sage, though, you got to be careful and make sure that you harvest it at the right time. Like most other herbs, you got to make sure when it's in full bloom. There is a time when it's at its peak smell and flavor, and it's really easy to miss that peak, especially in the fall when everything's starting to die off. And it's not just pineapple sage. That's with every single herb that you're growing, whether it's bush or small greens. It's all the same. You don't want the woody part. You want the green. So now we're going to just take this stuff. We're going to dry it out, and it'll be put in jars with oxygen absorbers and some humidity control packets, and it'll last forever. Now here we are just about 6 days later, and there is still a tiny bit of moisture here, but it's what we want. Now, dried herbs are the most expensive thing that you can grow or buy as far as food goes, pound for pound. This stuff here, dried by a pound, we sell usually for about $100 to $110. So look, y'all, there's all kind of things that you can grow and dry yourself and save you thousands of dollars at home. Just follow the directions on cutting and cropping, and then all you have to do is tie your stuff up in bundles while it's still green, not a bunch. You don't want it to mold. And then just hang it over some line or some coat hangers and let it dry, like I said, for about 5 or 6 days. You don't want this stuff to be so dry it snaps completely in two and breaks in half. You want it to snap and then bend and still have some moisture a little bit left in the green. Now, you don't have to be a gardener or have a garden space at all to grow these things. All you have to do is put them in containers and grow them on your porch or around the house perimeter. And if you want me to recommend two of the most life-saving things you can grow in your homestead, is echinacea and garlic. So I hope this short video gave you some insight on growing and drying your own herbs. It really is a great way to save thousands of dollars, and it's a great way to make some extra money. All right, I'm out until the next one. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all keep on keeping on, and I'll do my best to see you on the next one.